So I am going to be creating this gold warm eyeshadow look, and today I'm super excited because I just got a new eyeshadow palette, and it's from one of my girls that I follow on Instagram. I love her so much. She has her own cosmetic line called Lavish Luxe Cosmetics, and today I'm going to be using her palette. And this is the Luxe eyeshadow palette, and oh my gosh, it is so beautiful, y'all. And it's like the perfect palette if you want to create a warm look. So I will definitely be sure to link the information down below in the description box for y'all so that you can check this out. It's really affordable, and I haven't used it yet, but I swatched the colors earlier today and they are extra pigmented, like crazy pigment. So I'm super excited to try this out. I'm gonna go in and I've done most of my face already, so I'm mainly just gonna be focusing on my eyes. And the first thing I'm gonna do is go in and prime and prep my eyes. And I'm actually just using a concealer by Makeup Revolution. This is just their, I guess their fairly new concealer that they have, which I actually really love. I like to use it to prep my eyes. Okay, so I'm going to be taking this Mikasa E3200 brush, and I'm going to go in. She doesn't have the names on the actual palette, but there's an extra card right here which has the names. And the color that I'm going to be grabbing is called, okay girl, it's called Butt Naked. Okay, Butt Naked. That's interesting. But anyway, I am going to grab that color. I believe it's Butt Naked. It's either that one or Chestnut, but it's this color right here, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid just so that I can kind of set my lid a little bit, because my lids definitely crease like crazy. So I just want to set that concealer that I put on and make sure everything is right and tight. Alrighty, so we're about to get into this look. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but not really, so we might just be improvising here. But I think I kind of know where this is going, I think. Alrighty, so I'm going to take this Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to go into this color. I can't remember if this is Butt Naked or Chestnut, but it's the one right here. I'm going to go into that color and put that all in my crease. Excuse my brushes, by the way. I just got home. Like, I came home this morning, and so I haven't had time to clean my brushes. So just don't judge me for the brushes. That's all I'm saying, okay? Anyway, this color is really pretty. It's like a chestnut color. So maybe this is chestnut, because this looks more like a chestnut color to me. It's like the perfect transition color, especially for like a darker skin tone, like my complexion, or maybe like a little bit even darker. I think this is the perfect transition color. I love transition colors that are more in the chestnut family for my complexion. I just think it's really great. So I'm feeling this, and I think this shadows are pretty pigmented too. Like, to me, they're pretty pigmented. I like a lot of pigment though, so just a little tip: if you do like a lot of pigment, I usually tell people to kind of like swoop back and forward when they're doing their eyeshadows like this. But if you like a lot of pigment, I would suggest probably packing it on versus doing swoop. Oops, I got some hair all over my face. So instead of doing swoops like this, pack it on, kind of like you're punching your face. Pack it on like this so you can make it more, the colors stand out more, make them more pigmented. So sometimes I'll do that once I'm basically done blending everything out. I'll just like pack on the eyeshadow Especially if I'm taking an Instagram picture, I'm definitely packing on the shadow so y'all can see you can see the pigment throughout my picture. So I really like that. Like, that's kind of a lot of product that I just used for a transition color, but I really like that a lot. Ooh, I love palettes that have like dark chocolatey colors. It's literally my favorite. So this color that I'm about to go into next is called Dirty Sangria right here. And it's super pretty. I'm really excited about this. So I'm actually gonna take that and put it on my outer corner. Yes, I'm here for this color. This is what I love. Like, I knew this palette was gonna be for me. This is literally like the perfect palette. If you you like warm colors and you don't like anything that's just like super bold, but you still want like a little color in your eyeshadow, I would definitely suggest this. Again, this is my first time trying it, but I can tell you right now that this palette is really good. And I love how dark this brown is because it almost looks black, even though it's not black. If you look at it, it does almost look black, which I'm definitely here for that. I'm all the way here for that. So I'm just putting, again, that color Dirty Sangria all on the outer crease or the outer lid. And I'm kind of going in like a V, but I don't want to go too far in. So I'm probably going maybe like a quarter way in. And again, if you want it to be super pigmented, then you can just pack it on. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the brush that I'm using. This is a Morphe M41 brush. And I really like this one because you can really pack in a lot of color into your, gosh, there's like a piece of hair like flying all over my nose. But anyway, you can pack in a lot of color into your corners if you use like a smaller, skinnier brush. So we're just gonna do the other eye too the same way. I'm always here for like a warm eyeshadow palette. It's just what I naturally gravitate to. It's just the warm colors. Lately I've been trying to do more bold looks, but naturally I am just a warm color girl. Like, I'm a warm eyeshadow girl, and I don't think that's gonna change. All right, so I'm just packing that eyeshadow right into that corner. And I really love this shadow because it does almost look black, but I mean, I can clearly tell that it's not black, but it's still like super dark, which I'm here for. All the way here for this. Okay. Now I can't decide what shimmer color I want to do. Originally, I was going to do like a gold, but I feel like I kind of want to do this color in the middle. I think I'm going to do this one. This is called Bubble Bronze. I can't decide if I want to do Bubble Bronze or Pink Moscato. I think that's what it is. Ugh. They're both really pretty, but I think I'm going to do Bubble Bronze because I do want to do like a more bronzy look versus like a pink shimmery look. So we're gonna go into Bubble Bronze and we're gonna put that all over our lid. And the brush that I'm using to put this over my lid is just a Royal Crown brush. It doesn't have a number, but it's just a Royal Crown brush. I'll link it down below if I can find it, but I got this brush ages ago, so again, I'm not really sure. But it's really just a flat eyeshadow brush that you can find anywhere. So I'll be sure to link one that's similar down below, especially a Morphe one, because I have a bunch of Morphe flat eyeshadow brushes that I can definitely share with y'all. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Bubble Bronze, and I wanna see how this shadow shows up without adding a setting spray or some kind of spray to add more pigment to it. So I want to see how it is by itself. And then if it's not as pigmented as I would like for it to be, then I will go back and spray my brush to kind of make it a little bit more pigmented. So that's what we're gonna do now. And ooh, I'm sorry, I'm making all these weird noises. Ooh, but this is so pretty. I am here for this. I like this color. I don't typically use colors like this that's super light shimmery. I usually do more like golds, but this is more of a rose gold, and I think this is really pretty. It's really pigmented too. I mean, you honestly don't need to spray your brush, but since I'm just curious, I'm gonna spray my brush a little bit just to see how much more pigmented it'll be. But honestly, this is really pigmented. Like, you don't need to spray your brush at all. But I'm gonna just go in and spray a little bit of my Smashbox primer water onto my brush just to see the kind of payoff that I get from it. But just by itself, it's honestly so gorgeous. I like this a lot. Wow, y'all, this is, y'all, I'm sorry, but this is giving me the life that I need. So I decided to bring the camera up a little bit closer so y'all can actually see how pigmented and how gorgeous this color is. Again, I went in with what is it called, Bubble Bronze, and it's that middle color right here, and it is so pretty. So I'm going to finish applying this to my lid, and yeah, this color is everything, y'all. Life. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other eye. So now I'm going to go in with that pinkish color. It's called Pink Moscato, the one down here in the bottom. And I am going to go in and apply that to the leftover spots that I have in the corner. And there's really not that much fallout in this eyeshadow palette. And honestly, I mean, there's a little bit, but that's kind of what you expect. If you want high pigment, then most likely it's going to be a little bit of fallout. So I'm not complaining. I expect fallout. Ooh, I like this. I like this color a lot, but the bronze color is more of like in my style. This pink is still really pretty, but I like the bronze one a little bit better. And I'm actually going to spray my brush just a little bit. I feel like the bronze one is a lot more pigmented, but again, I still like this one too. This one is a little more subtle than the that bronze that I use in the middle. Yeah, this palette is really good. Like, I'm really pleased with this palette, y'all. And I honestly, to be completely honest, I don't really feel happy about a lot of palettes that have come out recently because I just feel like everything looks the same. But this palette is really nice. Like, I'm not even kidding at all. This palette is pretty legit. So I actually think I'm okay with this look. I like the way that this has turned out. So I'm going to clean up my face. I'm going to finish the rest of it. Sorry, clean up my eyeshadow, finish the rest of my face off camera, and then I'm going to come back and let y'all know what I think about this look and just chit chat with y'all for a little bit. Alrighty, so I'll be back. Finish the rest of my face, so now I'm gonna go in and finish under my eyes. And originally I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep this very nude and neutral, but there's this fun color in this palette that I really want to play with. It's like this fun maroon-ish color, and let me see the name. It's called Sugar Plum right here, and I really want to play in it, so I'm actually going to put that down at the bottom of my lower lash, and we'll see how that works out. I'm not gonna do like too much. It's not gonna be like super crazy pigmented, but we're gonna try that out. Woo, gotta get my hair out the way. You know, usually I have my like hair covered up, but since I had already done like half my face already, I was like, I don't feel like covering it up. But anyway, I'm gonna go in with that color. Ooh, y'alls. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, before I do that, even though I kind of already started on this eye, I'm gonna go in with this brown color first, the Dirty Sangria, because I really like that color. And then I'm going to put the so I'm gonna do Dirty Sangria on the outer part of my lower lash, and then on the inner part is where I'm gonna pack in that really pretty maroon color, because I love that. I am here for that. Y'all, this palette is so nice. And I'm using like a bullet brush just because I want it to be more smoky versus super pigmented and super defined. I want it to be a little bit more smoky. So now I'm gonna go in with that maroon color and put that on the inner part of my lower line. And again, I don't want this to be like crazy pigmented, but just a little. Just a little pop of color. Not too much. And so this is the final look that I created using the Luxe eyeshadow palette. I will definitely be sure to link all of the information on all the products that I use down below. If you want my review on the product, I think this is a really great eyeshadow palette. This is my first time using it, so this is definitely like an honest review. I did swatch the colors prior to doing this, but like I hadn't used them on my eyes, and the color payoff is really good. Now I will say that there's a little bit of fallout in some of the shadows, but to me that's expected. I don't think you're gonna get a perfect palette that's gonna not have fallout and be super pigmented. For me, I would take pigment over fallout any day, or I'll take pigment and fallout over non-pigment and no fallout, if that makes any sense. So yeah, these are super pigmented, and so I'm okay with a little bit of fallout. I love just like the color range in the palette. I love the quality of the eyeshadows and the size. This is like the same size as most of the normal eyeshadow palettes that I have, and so I think that like this is really great. You get 9 great quality products. There's a few satins in here, there's definitely some shimmers and a lot of mattes. I believe there's like 4 mattes in here, and is it 4? Man, I can't count. 4 mattes and 5 shimmers, and I love that. It's definitely very versatile. I love the fact that this is a warm palette, and I would actually carry this with me everywhere. And one of my favorite colors in here is this dark chocolate brown color. It is called Dirty Sangria. That's my favorite shade because it's really dark to where you can kind of replace it for a black, because I typically like a black in my warm palettes, but this brown warm sangria color is so rich and it is so pigmented that you don't even need a black eyeshadow. So I would definitely suggest this. Again, I am going to link it down below, and be sure to comment if you have any questions. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you like this video and you want to see more kind of product reviews / get ready with me's. If y'all like that, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Ask yourself, what are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get the most recent updates on when I post my videos, then be sure to join the notification team so that you can be updated immediately on when I post new videos. As always, you guys have a great, lovely week, and I will see y'all later. Bye.